It's time to rip and tear. My tender butthole, that is. Where was I? Wait a minute, no. Will this take me to the right level? Yes, it will. I just gotta trust. I gotta learn to open my heart and trust people and things. Now that I have the double shotty, this is gonna be a fuckload more entertaining. That's the star of the fucking gang.
Hey, you! I'm up here. The power's been knocked out down there.
He was a ghost! I fucking told you. You saw that, right? Ghost crime is everywhere. Nobody's safe. I didn't like his voice anyway. Nobody believes me about ghost crime, even though the signs are everywhere. This is not good cover. Come and get it. Come and get it. You want some or not? I might have to. Yeah, I have to. This seems stupid. I gotta blow that up first. Here we go. I'm sure I've said this before. This all looks so pretty. In VR, this engine looks so fucking beautiful. I remember the first time that I saw a trailer video, a teaser for Doom 3, and I just couldn't fucking believe the graphics. The lighting effects, especially on models where characters would self-shadow, like if their arm would cast the shadow onto their body. It looked like CGI from a movie. And it still looks good. I stand by that. Ah! I mean, where have graphics gone since then? It's still just polygons with fucking shaders on them. Which specific shaders and how many doesn't make that big of a difference, as long as there's some. It's like makeup. There can be such a thing as too much. The only place it really falls down is texture resolution. The textures are a bit low res. If you've seen any of the high def texture and shader packs for this game, which add parallax mapping as well, they're stunning, and it can easily hack it with any other modern game. Ah, shit. Which is because modern games don't rely on poly count as much as they used to. They're more reliant on shaders, and have been for a while. So you can improve the shaders and make a game look relatively modern very easily. If you've ever played Sauerbraten, it was a dead simple primitive engine where everything was made out of blocks, but it had parallax mapping and fancy water effects and lighting effects back in like 2002 or 4 or something. So it looked very, very modern.
They don't give a shit about your video game nerd bullshit.
That's mean, but probably true.
Why don't you give them what they came here to see?
All right.
Oh yeah, that's the good stuff. Shove me into that stanky poop hole. I'm Louis Armstrong.
Okay. I fucking love this gun. You know, when they were saying if they legalize gay marriage, people will start to marry inanimate objects, I wish they did. I would marry the double-barreled shotgun from Doom. Who wants some? I wonder if that's how Duke Nukem is at like a barbecue when he's handing out burgers. Who wants some? Come get some. Oh, that's right, Trisha. I forgot you're a vegan. I made some veggie burgers. Come get some veggie burgers. Come get some. Come get some. Peekaboo. Shit. Boy, am I fucking... I was tired after the first episode of shit popping out at me. This is a scary game, but that's not the only way to scare people, id Software. You're about as fucking subtle as a cinder block to the face. Come get some. Come get some. Did I get the PDA? I think I did. I think there was a PDA. How come standing up to play a VR game makes it feel like 1,000 times more real than playing the exact same game sitting down but adjusting the height so it's like you're standing up? Which, I mean, we all do that. We're all fucking lazy, don't lie. But if you stand up and like maybe pump your legs as if you're walking, your brain's like, oh, I'm somewhere else now. This shit is really happening to me. Because your brain overall is very smart, but parts of it are very stupid and easy to fool. Or maybe just mine, I don't know. Spoopamans, I know you're here. Come out and face me on the field of honor, Spoopaman. Okay. No batteries.
Looks like your dumbass forgot the battery again.
Louis? That cuts deep, bro. I thought we were friends.
Louis' only friend is cocaine.
So that's how it is. Maybe he's just tsundere. You see that over-the-shoulder shotgun blast? Let me try to do that again. Yeah, boy! And 1,000 more E's. What's written on that? Why does the text disappear when my light hits it? What's under here? So many questions, so few answers. Such is the nature of space mysteries. I've been here. Nope. Where do I need to go? Where do I need to go? Did he know the answer? Maybe the answer was inside of me all along. Nope, still no. Oh, there we go. Fuck, I'm stupid. Usually that turns out to be the problem. There we go, there we go. Single shotty really has a purpose in this game, which it did not in prior Doom games. Single shotty takes care of, well, can one-shot zombies. And you want to use it to one-shot zombies because there's usually a lot of them, and the double barrel shotty takes too long to reload. So there's really an actual use case for using the single shotty over the double in this game, which was not the case in classic Doom. Nobody cares, nobody cares. Why do you keep talking? Whoa! Whoop! Now I'm over here. How am I carrying that? Whoa! No! Ouch. Ah! Fuck off. Fuck off. I hate those little things. Those are the worst. They take the least fun parts of fighting imps and magnify them into it like its own dedicated monster. That's really the only way to effectively fight them, is to catch them coming around corners. Who dat? Here comes the fucking freight elevator to lift my fat ass. My ass is actually extremely narrow. I don't eat much. Because I'm in VR all the time. That's how VR helps you lose weight. I mean, probably some of it's exercise, but for me, I just don't remember to eat. My brain's getting all its endorphins from colored light coming into my eyeballs from screens. Which sounds really kind of depressing. But for me, depression is a lifestyle. It's not an affliction anymore. There's nothing to me but depression. Huh? Nope. I'm not even using the fucking heart. Like I don't use my heart in real life. Huh? Ah, shit. Ah. Ow, fuck! Okay, mistakes were made. Mistakes were made that didn't go as smoothly as it could have. As soon as I figure out which one of you watching this was to blame, I'll be sure to fucking punish your ass. Ah! He had cover and I didn't. That's... whatever, I'm not gonna whine. This is so good looking. You don't have to go overboard on graphics if you just have a little fucking artistry. I don't remember how many people tried to copy this look. Like there was this shitty fucking Ukrainian or Russian FPS called Breed, which pretty much exactly tried to copy the Doom 3 look. Who dat? Nope. Nope, not today, Spooperman. Oh, it's like that shredder from 30 Days of Night. Ah! I probably could have lured him onto the bridge and then shredded him. That would have been cool. Opportunity lost. Like tears in the rain. I'm sure I've said this already, but man, Riddick, Butcher Bay, and whatever the other one was, the other much less memorable Riddick game, would be awesome in VR. I would pay good money for that. That's part of the problem, is VR fans are insatiable whores for anything in VR. I paid $40 for fucking a 2009 HD remake of Serious Sam ported to VR, which tells you the lengths to which we're willing to go. But somebody has to, while it's still less than profitable for developers. This ducking mechanic feels good. Kudos to whoever implemented it. Because I only have to get down a little bit in order to duck all the way. And all the shit in the game you have to duck under is designed for that specific height. So allowing variable height just means my head's going to be clipping through the fucking ceiling of vents if you don't do this. And they did. They did do that. So it works really well. That's really cool. Mods like this are really creating the blueprint for how to do FPS in VR effectively. I feel pretty strongly that the success of artificial locomotion in Doom is what led to the proliferation of artificial locomotion in other games, usually added after the fact, like Arizona Sunshine, Abduction, Onward. They're giving it to us hard and fast, just like we like it. For real though, they're giving the fans what they asked for, which is a good sign. The fans said we can handle being able to walk around properly, and most of us can now. Your brain adapts. The brain is very adaptable. Really? It's the exit already? Well, fuck, okay. I feel so shitty neglecting friends for VR, but really, it was always going to be this way. Let's not lie to ourselves. Ow. Ah, fuck. I feel pretty sure I'd use that more if I were better at it. Don't shoot those, those blow up. Oh, cool cutscene. Is this the guy? Is this the ghost?
I don't know if our systems can handle too many
No.
more of these power surges.
It's Titties McGee and generic scientist.
If I don't have the primitive soon, it'll be too late.
Am I the primitive?
See? Told you he'd make it.
Speak of the devil. Your Marine has the primitive.
Let's get the computer started on the translation.
Damn! Another surge.
still there? Dr. Cloud, are you there?
It's working. It's all here. Amazing. Everything is right here. The invasion, the demons, it's all exactly the same as the ancient
That's really
writings.
convenient for the plot.
Dr. McNeil.
Did he literally just say the ancient runes?
The artifact is a weapon of unbelievable power.
Is this a fucking made-for-TV
That explains the
sci-fi
Troopers'
channel
obsession
movie?
with the ancient civilization.
Yes, but it looks like there's more to all of this than we had thought. The ancients write of great unstoppable beasts, horrific and powerful demons they call
The Jews are
hunters.
behind this, I know it.
Apparently a reference to their protection of the artifact.
Not all Jews,
I'll
like
contact
two
you when I know
specific
more.
Jews.
Good luck. I'll be in the Phobos labs.
We go way back.
This is starting to make some sense. Not only is the artifact a source of great power, it's also a gateway. One-way portal from hell to our dimension.
I think I figured that out
We need to gather
earlier.
more information here, but Dr. McNeil is an expert on the ancient civilization. You must get the artifact to her if we're going to understand how to destroy it. Take the key to the armory.
Oh, thank you for your invisible pretend key, crazy man. That you pretended to hand me. That's really helpful. Oh, armor. How do I get down there? I want that. I want that. Yes! It's not letting me duck anymore. Here we go. Why am I especially tall now? Hang on. Yeah, I'm a little too tall now. I don't know how that happened. Whatever, there can never be any such thing as too tall. You know what the weirdest shit is? That I didn't even know was a thing until recently? Like a total retard and plebeian, I meet girls off OkCupid a lot. And they're always surprised that I am as tall as I said in my profile. Apparently that's something men lie about. It's like the male equivalent of women using like camera angle wizardry in order to conceal their rolls of jiggling fat. I didn't know that men do that. I didn't know that anybody cared about. I guess when you're not short, you don't really care about your height. Like when you have something, you don't miss it. It's never been something I valued about myself. Like I thought that whole thing with like the manlet memes and manlet jokes on 4chan and shit was just people fucking around. I guess apparently some people are sincerely insecure about their height. You know, my experience is most insecurity is manufactured to sell you something. Like look at women in fashion shows. That's what gay men think women should look like. That's not what women actually look like. They do that. They create that unrealistic standard to sell you shit that you don't need. And men don't even actually like that look. They don't like women that thin or that like fragile. I mean, I love gay men. I have gay friends, which is kind of the token thing people say when they're covering up a prejudice. But sincerely, I love my gay friends. I just, still, you know, fuck you for what you did to fashion. Gay men got into fashion and they looked at women and said, okay, honey, how do I make you less revolting to me? And they turned them into these weird creatures that no heterosexual man actually looks at and thinks, yeah, I want that on the end of my dick. And I wouldn't think it was sinister, except that women take it seriously and look at that and they long to look that way. Because I guess their brains work the same way as gay men, and they have as weird of an idea of how their own gender should look as gay men have in their brain. What men actually like is so fucking different from how women want to look. and how gay men want them to look, it's absurd. If men designed women's fashion, okay, that might be a bad idea for its own reasons. Forget I said that. But yeah, women, don't listen to gay men when it comes to body image. They'll turn you into a bag of antlers wearing like fucking curtains. Almost whatever shape you're in, there's some man out there whose boner is tantalized by it, because what men are attracted to, heterosexual men at the end of the day, are women. And there's a lot of different shapes women naturally come in that our brains are wired by evolution to find sexy. As long as you're not literally just a blob or pear-shaped, you are arousing to some degree. You don't have to look like you need to put rocks in your pockets or the wind will carry you away. Now, men's fashion is not as fucked, because gay men are attracted to men. So they have a much better idea, you know, they're attracted to the same things about men that heterosexual women are. So they generally, you know, design clothing for heterosexual men that women find appealing. So we don't have that same problem of gay men trying to transmutate us into weird aliens. Men's fashion is a little boring, but although sometimes they design stuff that's clearly only for twinks, like sailor costume inspired stuff, where he's holding like a giant lollipop or something, and it's like, come on, dude, come on, dude, come on. Everything that is not designed like that is just super boring, utilitarian. Although I have no complaints, I like minimalist clothing. And when I talk about this with gay friends, they just tell me I don't understand, but they don't tell me what I don't understand. It's like there's some secret mystery of the universe that once I grasp it, I'll understand why it's important for fashion to be as fucked up as it is. You know what I wonder? How gay is it possible to be? Is it possible to be so gay that you wrap around like an odometer and you're into women again? Like you're so gay that you're into women because women, like, you're into their clothing and stuff. So suddenly, like, I don't know how that would work. That'd be like level 3 triple omega homosexuality. Like Super Saiyan level 4 homosexuality, where you have a monkey tail and red fur on your body. Where instead of blood coming out of your butt, it's just glitter and fire. So I was thinking today about how fucking... Remember how we all laughed at Jack Thompson for saying that playing Grand Theft Auto was going to turn teenagers into serial killers. Like, what an absurdity that violent video games could make us violent. But maybe just because I'm getting older and getting more, like, wary, I think VR kind of changes the game, doesn't it? Because, I mean, probably nobody in this age range would blink an eye, like bat an eyelid, at a 12-year-old playing a game like Mortal Kombat. Because he's just controlling dinky little characters on a flat rectangular screen. That's not a big deal. But isn't it kind of dubious? Isn't it kind of inappropriate for a 12-year-old kid to play a virtual reality reenactment of, like, the Iraq War? Now, maybe VR is not yet realistic enough that could cause trauma, but we're getting there. We're going to approach a point where, like, soldiers come back from the front sometimes with PTSD, not from what happened to them, but from what they saw happen to their buddies. Could kids wind up with a milder form of that because they watched their legs get blown off by an IED? Blood spurting out and, like, a medic trying to sew the arteries shut? Maybe that's still a silly question because Oculus is still kind of primitive and low resolution. But how it's going to get more real, and how real does it have to get before we don't want kids playing it? Because, I mean, I fucking love horror. I watch horror movies, I play all the horror games, and nothing scares me anymore except for VR horror games. Those still scare me, and sometimes so bad that I have to rip the headset off, and I'm like, why am I so fucking stupid that I spent $2,000 to torture myself like this? Why did I do that? And there's other people in the industry saying that too. They're saying, you know, I almost had a heart attack playing some basic shit like Dread Halls. Do we really need... But then again, maybe that's how the last generation felt. They felt like, because they were raised on, like, Pac-Man and asteroids, so there was probably a big difference to them going from that to Doom, where you have a 3D environment and characters having blood and guts leaking out when they get shot and falling over. So maybe they thought that that was too real. And I was raised on games like Doom, so I was desensitized to that. And the new thing to me is VR, so that's what I'm concerned about. Maybe that's just part of getting older and having your perspective change. Maybe, I was thinking, maybe, like, my kids, if ever by some miracle or accident I reproduce, will laugh at the idea that anybody ever thought Oculus was too realistic for kids and too violent and scary. And they'll be like, you know, what we should really be concerned about is brain interface full sensory immersion sims, because those are exactly identical to having the real life experience. Maybe they'll be wrong too, though. Maybe it doesn't matter how real it gets as long as you're consciously aware that it's not reality. And maybe the harder it gets to distinguish one from the other, the more conscientious we'll be about thinking, okay, I'm in reality now. I have to be careful. I have to not hurt anybody. Actions have moral weight and consequences here. So maybe that's part of the reason why violent video games have actually made us less violent, according to some studies. Maybe they make us a better person by making us think harder about the consequences of violence in real life versus games. I don't know what I'm fucking talking about. I don't know. You shouldn't listen to me. Disregard everything I have said. And if you bought an autographed picture of me off of eBay, I was just trying to raise money for Smack. You should probably burn that, although it could be worth some money later on, after the cops nab me. Look at this rusty ass shit. Somebody should come in here with a fucking squeegee. Anyway, that's all for now. Stay tuned for the next episode, in which Spoiler alert, I will probably shoot some demons. Some of those demons will shoot back at me, but I will avoid their projectiles and then return fire, hopefully dispatching them. Fuck ass, come on! Come on! There we go.